Hi guys, and welcome back to this journey towards excellent exam results. In these shorter revision videos, we are going to be breaking down different concepts within the GCSE geography specification. The aim of this is to help us understand the concepts better and to give us the information and confidence we need to answer exam questions. In today's video, we will discuss London's urban sprawl and regeneration. Okay, let's get started.
Okay, so this next slide is a summary of London's sprawl and regeneration. So despite losing 1.5 million people between 1951 and 1981, London has actually continued to grow in size. And these are some of the reasons. So sprawl here actually just means that London has continued to spread outwards. Okay, and one of the reasons is counter-urbanization. And we know that when counter-urbanization happens, people move out of the city. And in London's case, they moved out of the city to live in the home counties, making London a conurbation. So a conurbation obviously is when a large city like London joins up with other smaller settlements that surround it. And this actually blurs the boundary of where the city and the countryside is. Okay, and then the second reason why London has continued to grow in size is suburbanization, which we mentioned in the previous slide. And this is as people move to the suburbs to live in bigger houses with a garden and that occupies a lot more space. So with suburbanization, it has also meant that bigger homes have had to be built, and we know that those bigger homes are going to occupy a lot more space than the smaller ones. And then reason number 3 here is the baby boom that took place after World War II. So fertility rates were 2.8 in 1948. And when these people started their families in the 1960s rather, they needed a lot more room. And as a result of that, there was need for more housing, and that obviously as well caused London to continue to grow. Then lastly, we have increasing divorce and later marriage. And this means that there's need for more homes because when there's a divorce, obviously there will be 2 people, and those 2 people will need 2 separate homes. And then later marriage also means that people are living alone for a lot longer. So that again is generating a need for more homes, meaning a lot more building, and then meaning that London is just going to continue to grow and to sprawl. Okay, then in terms of urban resurgence, apart from London's occupied land area increasing, the city has also regrown from within. And this is due to these processes that are mentioned down here. And one of them is regeneration. And this obviously has happened owing to the availability of brownfield sites. So places obviously in the inner city that were former industrial areas that were, that declined are referred to as brownfield sites because the land that is run down, or the buildings that are run down in those areas the land that they occupy can be rebuilt or regenerated. Okay, and when they have been regenerated, this has led to better environmental quality, rebranding, and better economic opportunities, and that has led to the multiplier effect. And therefore, those particular areas that have been regenerated are also growing. So London is resurging or is regrowing. Then secondly, we have T&C investment as well. And this investment is mostly due to the knowledge economy. So examples here that I put here for us are, JP Morgan and Credit Suisse, who are in Canary Wharf. Now, when such big companies come and locate in London, it means that London will begin to grow because, as we mentioned before, Canary Wharf is an area where people are paid a lot of money. And because they want to be able to experience, the life in London, they're also likely to live in some of these regenerated parts of London and spend their money there. So that causes London to continue to grow as these, large TNCs invest within London. Then we have the third point here, or reason for urban resurgence, and that is gentrification. So gentrification is where you improve the inner, the urban area, an inner city in this case, for the purposes of attracting a wealthier demographic into the area. And an example of this happening is East Village in Stratford. Then lastly, we have studentification. So studentification is where you have studentification rather in London has increased due to demand from overseas students, right? So studentification basically means you have more students that are living in an urban area, and that obviously does tend to stimulate growth as well, because the students have money and they spend the money within the local area. And the UK universities have seen an increase in the number of overseas students, and this obviously has led to studentification within London. And examples here are the University of East London, which also has a campus in Stratford.
That brings us to the end of this video on London's urban sprawl and regeneration. I hope that you have found the information insightful and useful. I have also done a video covering the whole of topic 5 on UK's evolving human landscapes. It will pop up as one of the suggested videos at the end of this one, and can also be found in the UK Evolving Human Landscapes playlist. Videos on all the other subtopics within the topic are also in the playlist. Thanks once again for joining in this journey towards excellent exam results. All the best, and see you again soon. Bye-bye.